Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us today for our summer reading themed 5 and 5, where we look at 5 books from 5 different genres in 5 minutes. We hope you like today's installment and enjoy these great beach read themed books. So pull up a lounge chair, your book, and don't forget your sunscreen as you read these great books on the beach. Beach Read is a contemporary romance novel by Emily Henry. Romance author January Andrews is recovering from a broken heart while trying to write her next novel in her father's secluded beach house. Meanwhile, her new neighbor just happens to be Augustus Everett, a world-renowned bleak fiction author and her graduate school nemesis. After spending some time together, they make a pact to try their hands at writing their next book in each other's preferred genre. While January joins Augustus in his research pursuits, they share lovely romantic dates to help inspire him. By the end of the summer, they have both solved their writer's block by completing their new novels in the new genre. But what will their future hold, and will it be together? This quaint little beach town romance will leave your heart warm as opposites attract in a slightly steamy storyline. If you liked Talk Bookish to Me by Kate Bromley or Love Lettering by Kate Claiborne, you will want to add Beach Read to your must-read list. Beach Read is available in regular formats and in ebook and e-audio formats. Razzle Dazzle by New York Post theater columnist Michael Riddell shares the rich fiction-like history of the 1970s and 80s battle for the Broadway theater district, a battle that helped to shape today's current well-attended must-see attractions. Using memoirs, interviews, research, reviews, and old articles, Riddell reports on the unlikely feuds, financial woes, and intrigue that shaped the decline and rise of the Broadway theater. This light, fun, and gossipy-styled narrative describes a time period that began what was later called the Great Duel, and helped to shape the Razzle Dazzle like Broadway theaters of today. If you liked Black Broadway by Stuart F. Lane or Ghostlight by Frank Rich, you will enjoy this fun look into the troubling time in theater history. Razzle Dazzle is available in regular and audio formats, as well as an ebook format. Naturally Tan is the autobiography of Queer Eye star and fashion designer Tan France. Tan shares his complicated childhood growing up as a closeted gay teen in a traditional South Asian family in England. In his amusing and moving memoir, Tan explores how he rose to stardom and found his happily ever after. This coming-of-age story follows the feisty Tan as he explores his ill-advised dreams of becoming a Bollywood star, the successful start to his clothing design business, and his eventual launch into television stardom. Tan shares his spirited opinions and the unique sense of style as he recounts his rather rocky start. Tan now lives in Salt Lake City with his real-life Mormon cowboy husband, and they are expecting their first child. While Tan's life was unconventional, his story represents an underrepresented population and gives them a voice in today's culture. If you enjoyed Tim Gunn, The Natty Professor by Tim Gunn, or Over the Top by Jonathan Van Ness, you will really enjoy Naturally Tan. Naturally Tan is available in regular and audio formats, as well as in ebook and e-audio formats. The Great Pretenders by Laura Kalpakian is a historical fiction novel that takes place in 1950s Hollywood. Hollywood heiress Roxanne Granville decides to change her life after the death of her grandmother. Estranged from her movie mogul grandfather due to his repeated affairs, Roxanne sets out to create her own literary talent agency. Armed with her connections and family name, Roxanne begins to build her company. During McCarthy-era Hollywood, Roxanne goes against convention and uses scripts written by blacklisted writers under different names. This professional gamble has a lot of risks, but not as many as her romance with an African-American journalist. As Roxanne's choices, both professional and personal, come to light, what will her future hold? Roxanne battles sexism, racism, and fear as she strives to reach the top. Roxanne's story is feisty and fun. If you liked reading China Dolls by Lisa C. or The Girls in Pictures by Melanie Benjamin, then you should add The Great Pretenders to your summer reading list. The Great Pretenders is available in regular and large print, ebook, and e-audio formats. P.S. I Hate It Here, Kids' Letters from Camp, edited by Diane Falange, is a collection of real-life, delightfully funny letters home from sleepaway camp. The 150 letters are all written by real kids between the ages of 8 to 16 to their parents, and they will leave the reader laughing out loud as they recall their own humorous camp stories and reminisce about their own delightfully funny childhood camp experiences. This is a quick, simple read with copies of the actual letters for the readers to look at. Mentions of disease and injuries, homesickness, and wild adventures remind the readers of the nostalgic summer camp life of their childhoods. Inspired by Falange's own daughter's rather dramatic tale Holmes, P.S. I Hate It Here is a delightfully witty read. If you liked reading Letters from a Nut by Ted L. Nancy or I Wish My Teacher Knew by Kyle Schwartz, you will probably enjoy this book. P.S. I Hate It Here is only available in regular print. Thank you for listening to today's installment of 5 and 5. If you need help finding your next book to read, please call the library. We would love to help you in finding the perfect book to read for you. Keep your eyes open for next month's summer reading themed 5 and 5, The End of Summer.